Bring that back. Y'all ready? Yo, man, we back, baby. Hold on. Oh, I'm hyped, y'all. I ain't go pro. We ain't do this in a minute. I'm hyped right now, man. What's good? Y'all Suave? What up, Suave? Dance P, what up, baby? It was good. Damn, the enthusiasm on that was great. Like I forced y'all to come back to work. What's good, man? How y'all been?
I'm okay. I'm doing okay.
Everybody's week good. Everybody's week been good.
Yeah, so far.
So far, so good.
So far, so good.
So, I haven't seen since quarantine. First, let's introduce the pod.
Yeah.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? Welcome to another episode of RoseAboveIt Podcast. I'm your host, T Rose.
What up? I'm Suave.
We got Suave in the building, man. My man Den's over there. My man PJ over there. Mm-hmm. Gentlemen.
What's going on?
How many? It's been a while. It's been a while since we done this.
It's been a while.
It's been weeks. Well, me, Denzel, and Zoe did one a couple weeks ago, but months.
Yeah.
No wonder Denzel felt like he been working like like a slave. So what's new? What's new?
Man, I'm back in my hometown. That feels great.
Yo, she's back now. Oh man, she's back. She's not in Jersey no more. She's not in Jersey no more.
I couldn't get with the Jersey flow, man. It's like there's nothing like being back where you're from. I don't know what it is, but I just feel so grounded back in Yonkers. I don't know.
You missed it?
Yeah, I miss being so close to getting everywhere. Like Jersey is just too out the way.
I feel you. Trust me. I know how Newark is now. I know how Newark give it up.
Yeah.
Newark be out there and they back. Mm-hmm. So
what up with you?
Yo, quarantine's been crazy. First of all, I'm happy to do this, man, for a couple of reasons.
Yo, for real.
So quarantine's been nuts. But through it all, we've been able to make some moves. Me and my girl. Shout out to I ain't gonna front. We made a couple moves. So I got my own apartment. We got our own apartment, which is dope. You know what I'm saying? We got our own apartment.
So happy for y'all.
And I just bought a pup in Connecticut.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, just bought a little French bulldog. You know what I'm saying? So, just striving, yo. I guess taking it a day at a time.
That's what we can do.
A day, a year at a time, a month at a time. Mm-hmm. But I'm also happy, yo. I ain't gonna front. I was telling you, I didn't watch Joe Budden podcast since quarantine started for a reason.
Oh, for real?
Because I figured when we get back to this, right, we get back doing this, I didn't want to, like, you know when you emulate somebody from listening to them too much?
Yeah.
I didn't want that to happen, so I was like, yo, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait until when we record and we can finally be in our bags. And, you know. And I didn't want to copy some of the things that the topics they talk about.
Right, yeah. No, I get that.
You know what I'm saying? So, Dan's P. Yo, shout out to PJ. We in PJ crib.
Yo, the flyers, the whole studio we got set up as in the walk-in. Like,
yo, you walk in PJ crib, be like, son, how you got a mansion in the Bronx?
Right. Like, can I have one? I need one of these. Like, he got a whole house underneath his house.
Boy got like 6 bedrooms, a whole studio.
That's downstairs.
just in the basement. That's just in the basement.
I need it.
Yo, how was y'all? What's up, y'all? How y'all been? What's new? What's going on?
I miss y'all, yo.
It's been all over the place. I ain't gonna hold you.
Mm-hmm. What that mean? I ain't gonna front. You've been working then, so.
Yeah.
The first week of quarantine, it was cool. You know, all that sleeping, relax. You know, not worried about going to work the next morning. Fuck it, I'm gonna get drunk all night. Like it's just shit. And after the second week, I'm like, I can't do this no more. I'm outside.
Yeah.
It get repetitive. It get boring.
Yeah.
I need to be somewhere with my camera. Like, I can fly somewhere. Like,
I'm not gonna lie, it was nice collecting
The first, the first like couple weeks for me, I was living my best life, or I thought.
Yeah.
And then after, I was like, oh, yeah. So I feel like a bum. Like I gotta get up and get out, do something.
Yeah, nah,
but it was nuts.
Yeah, the world definitely. I think this is the craziest time in our life.
Yeah, like we're gonna tell our children.
Yeah, like this
is history. Like.
This is the first time in my life that the world stopped. Like the world that stopped. Took a pause, and like everybody was home except for essential workers. I don't know. There's still some stores that's open. I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Like, why would you?
Yo, but shout out to the essential workers.
Shout out to them, for real.
Let me tell you something. In the beginning of this shit, you could not catch me at nobody's job.
Nah.
So I gotta congratulate them.
There was some places I was open. I was like,
yeah, like you know,
my Bath and Body Works open right now.
Right.
Bath and Body Works open in Cross County. I'm like, what are you doing? Why y'all here? But what happened?
I said the liquor store.
Yo,
the stores is making the best. It's the best time of their lives.
Yo, bought so many bottles.
Yo,
that's nice.
Without the liquor stores being open, we wouldn't have made it.
No, I guess not.
Shout out to, not for real. You know, they need to keep you know how restaurants, they got the to-go drinks?
Yeah.
They need to keep that.
Yeah.
They need to keep that.
Fly. The way how they did the restaurants was really fly. I didn't expect that.
Yeah, New York got to keep that. We can't let other states have the upper hand on that show. Because other states are doing that for that long. Like, we definitely got to keep that.
In Atlanta, they got drive-through liquor stores.
Oh, yeah. I seen that. I seen that, yo.
I love Atlanta, so you already know.
They wildin' right now, though.
Nah, they are. They are wildin'. That's typical Atlanta, though.
Niggas opened up mad quick.
They had the strip club been open.
Yo, I'm just trying to figure out.
The strip club was.
Yo, how does strip club open? How the strippers got masks on?
Listen.
But they twerking in the phone.
Listen.
No panties on, but yo, I'm wearing a mask.
They said they had to get them coins. I feel them.
Yo. Where was it that they did a drive-through strip club in the beginning of quarantine? I think it was like one of the states like Michigan, like Ohio, or it was some. I forgot exactly where it was, yo. But I'm like, yo, nah. They had a drive-through strip club. I've never seen no shit like that before.
Drive-through strip is crazy. I never even heard of that.
You know, I thought it was crazy until I seen it.
I mean, I'm trying to figure out how that works.
It was.
I have to look that shit.
Nah, if you look it up, it's actually, yo. There's a lot of single horny men out there. Yeah. It worked out.
I feel. Listen. You gotta get your coins.
Yeah. So, we want to start with. Damn, I feel like the last episode we did last time that was pretty heavy. Do I want to start heavy and then go light? Start heavy?
Yeah, start heavy.
Let's start heavy. Let's do that, cause.
Yeah.
All right.
Get into it.
OD. Let's do it. So, of course, the officers that were killed that killed Breonna Taylor still weren't arrested.
Yeah.
For those of you that don't know who Breonna Taylor is, I don't know if you're under a rock or what the fuck's going on. But Breonna Taylor was murdered in her home, in bed with her boyfriend. Like, imagine you're sleeping, you're an EMT worker, coming home from work, you're sleeping, and here comes cops coming into your home saying they have a warrant, no knock warrant, come in, and when you come out to see what's going on, you just get shot 20 something times. I think they shot at her 20 times. She got hit. She had 8 shots. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And that's murder in any sense of the way. So I think that a shame on where was that?
And they had the wrong house.
The wrong house.
With the wrong information.
Shout out to
what?
Shout out to Breonna Taylor's mom. She was on Power 105. She told the story.
She's been talking a lot.
Yeah, I know
she should be.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I don't know what state anybody could imagine being in, but the fact that she's not letting it, go under with her grieving is crazy.
Yeah. It's hard. I just imagine as a parent being in that situation, to have to share that story
and have to even fight for that. it's nuts.
Exactly. So you have to fight for that, and
it shouldn't happen from the beginning. But then it happened, and she's not even getting any kind of justice to that.
Yeah.
And the story is blatant out black and white. Mm-hmm. Like there's not even gray areas in the story where you have to investigate and all that shit. Like they always want to investigate shit. It's black and white.
It's a shame on just that whole department. That whole police department, everybody who was involved.
It really is.
They didn't tell the mother that her daughter died for hours after she found out something happened in her apartment. So when she first went to the house, they were like, hey, officers like, hey, you need to go to the hospital. The two people that got shot, they're in the hospital. So she went all the way to the hospital, sat there for 2 hours to find out, hey, my daughter's not here, to go back to the scene, to be told to wait outside for hours and hours. And everything she went through, I'm just like, yo, as a parent, I would be furious.
Like, that's one of the main things. I mean, nobody should have to bury anybody, especially to the hands of the people who are supposed to protect and serve us. But the fact, it breaks my heart when a mother or father has to bury their child. Like, that's got to be one of the most traumatic things. Yeah. Everything is traumatic, but that's like, you're not supposed to be burying your child.
Yeah,
especially not to.
Yeah,
justice like that.
It hurts when it's natural causes already.
Yeah.
So the fact that it's like
and then she's not getting justice.
Yeah, and
I just don't.
So the act that Breonna Taylor's mom is working for, she's trying to get no-knock warrants completely eliminated.
Well, I know in that state they banned it, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think they're trying to do it nationally.
That one, yeah. So I mean, it's a start, but can we also get back to arresting them officers though?
Yeah,
let's not skip past that. Like,
for sure,
that's what I think that sometimes the government tries to do, is like they try to sweep things under the rug and cover it up with other stuff. Like the no-knock warrant, banning that is great, but also, what about them officers? Are we just?
That's why, I've been saying this all quarantine with all this police brutality and everything going on. The government, what makes no sense to me is that we have a system of checks and balances when it comes to presidential, judicial, and all that stuff, right? But when it's in legislative branch and all that, but when it comes to policing, there's no system of checks and balances. I always say, people are like, well, how do we slow this down? Like, who's policing the police? What do they call it? Internal affairs. That's the police policing themselves. Yeah. That's like me committing a crime, and instead of the police picking me up, my parents saying, "Well, we're gonna handle it internally. Don't worry." Yeah. You think that they're not gonna punish me? No. They're looking out for my best interests.
They only do it with the ones that end up becoming this kind of shit. Like when it goes this far, or when it gets to too many people, which is why it's amazing that in our generation we have phones and we're able to record. Because think of I don't want to go in the past too much, but think of like how many things go on. Like I was researching the whole quarantine. Like I may not have been as vocal, but that's because I was really trying to research the police. How do you become a police officer, especially in New York, but anywhere? Every state has its different guidelines and shit you got to do. Some of them are more intense than others. Like it's a lot to it. And it's crazy.
I'm with you, and I think that is I think that's a flaw for me. Like I don't like how every state has different laws. I'm not a fan. And that's the thing.
But every state is like its own little country. Like it's nuts.
But that's, to me, that's a problem.
It is,
in a way, because something that maybe like for me, consensual age here in New York is 17, and in other places it's 16, and some places it's 18. It's like.
And you have people migrating because it's the United States. You could drive and be in a whole other state. So it's like you have people that are coming from like, I was just in Virginia, so I don't know why Virginia Commonwealth is in my head, but whatever Virginia's laws are, you might have somebody coming from Virginia, right? Or Atlanta or something else, where something may be legal or not legal, or whatever the case is, come to New York or come to Cali or whatever, and now it's a different law. So like, if we're one unit, we should act as one.
Yeah. Yep. We can.
But
we're all different, but
it's
hey,
all
we're
different, but yeah, we're one country.
Yeah, it makes no sense. What I found crazy is that in several states. So I looked this up and I told my boy this, right, and he was like, "Yo, nah, you're wrong." And I had him look it up. He's like, "Bro, in several states, it's legal to be in police custody and have sex with an officer. So technically, an officer can arrest you.
Yes, I've heard that before.
An officer can arrest you, and it just became illegal in New York not too long ago.
Yep.
Like maybe a couple years ago. Like 15 years ago, 15 years ago, this was legal. Like they could put a girl in custody, pretty much rape her, because you want to get out this ticket?
Right, yeah.
Give up the cheeks.
Yep.
And then, all right, cool, and boom, you can leave. That was legal.
And you know what's funny? We've been seeing it.
Oh, yeah.
We see it in movies. We've seen it, but like it's crazy how like they showed it to us. Like they show us what they do. Mm-hmm. We just, and I say we as I don't want to include everyone, but me particularly, sometimes I like turn a blind eye to things, and it's only when things get so bad that you're like, oh shit, that's what that meant, or oh shit, the police are not supposed to just pull up on me and ask for ID, and I'm supposed to give it to them. I always thought as a kid I had to walk around with my ID because if police stop me, I need to give them my ID. Which technically that's not right. You have to tell me what you're stopping me for, what I'm being detained for, in order for me to give you. Exactly. We don't know our right. We don't not know. We don't look that hard to find out.
Not only that, we're afraid. Sometimes you're afraid to know your rights because as a black man in this world,
I mean, does it really matter?
Like there's things that
it doesn't even fucking matter.
Yeah, because there's things that white people can do, like go back and forth with officers. Yep. Like I see the videos where they're like, I don't have to give you my, I don't have to,
and they don't escalate,
and they let them go. Me as a black man,
you can't just and that's the fucked up part. Like if it's a law, it's supposed to be a law for everyone.
So that's why Will Smith said one of the dopest things. He was like, "Yo, this isn't new. This has been happening, but now it's just being recorded."
It's just being recorded, and that's the craziest thing. But I'm glad that those people stopped what they were doing and actually risked their lives to record George Floyd. Not that it happened. I'm not happy that it happened, but I'm happy that they stopped because
it's proof.
Asian, and I believe he's Asian descent. That cop was very aggressive with them. So like stopping what you're doing, they could have been tased or shot, or you know what I'm saying? So like them even standing there and making sure they got everything where it was black and white, like they caught the whole shit.
Yep.
There was nothing for them to say, oh, they didn't do this or they didn't do that.
It's
and that's what happens.
It's funny. That's why I'm be honest with you. Sometimes it's like I work in media and I hate media myself. There's certain news stations. I'm not gonna say the names because God forbid you offer me $1 million job tomorrow. There's certain news stations that cover this, and they have certain anchors that are like, why didn't they just intervene?
Right.
Why didn't the people record just intervene and tell the officers, hey, that's too harsh? I'm like, son. Are you kidding? That's white privilege right there.
It is
white privilege right there.
Because if they were white and they tried to stop, they probably wouldn't have done much but push him back.
Yeah, they probably.
He was threatening to hit them with the baton, probably tase them or shoot them or whatever else it was. You
interrupt as a black or brown person, and
you can't.
You interrupt what a police is doing. No, you're getting shot. You're getting shot. Like, as soon as you go to attack, like, hey, get off him.
Right.
They're pulling the gun out. So
there's not much talking. So when I heard that, like I didn't even listen to that because I thought that people was brave even standing there recording that whole thing because they knew that they were wrong, and that's why they were so agitated that they were getting too close. They didn't want them to see.
Yep.
They were behind the vehicle. They only caught the corner. It's only from the other angle that people caught the other guys holding him down as well. If not, you would have only seen him.
That's a fact.
Where were the body cameras? Half the time, them shit just always falling off, don't work.
There's multiple reports from which cop was it? Which cop was it?
Oh, I don't even know the guy's name.
He's like this is a repeat offense.
Like 19
the guy Derek, right?
Yeah.
Whatever his name.
19 complaints against him.
Yeah, and he worked with him, right?
Yeah.
Or something, or worked with. Yeah.
He worked with
Come on,
George
you can't
Floyd.
tell me that's too many coincidences for you to, you know?
That was premeditated. He knew when it was him. He was doing. But R.I.P. George Floyd, R.I.P. Breonna Taylor. We're not forgetting. We want justice for them. So we want justice for them and all those other names of people who have been killed from police brutality. Let's not, just because our Instagram pages and our Twitters and all our Facebook feeds and all that stuff look like it's back to normal. Let's not forget Black Lives definitely matter.
Always.
And let's not forget that we need to still fight for the justice. We can't sit there and be like, oh, well, it was a fad. Like, this ain't a fad. Like, make sure it's not a fad. We gotta keep fighting. You know what I'm saying? And it's just good to see Black people come out and support each other. Speaking of Black people supporting each other, yo, how important is it for you that Black-owned businesses that you support?
I'm really trying my hardest to really locate and buy Black. I'm really trying hard. So I'm really what is that website? Buy Black First. Buyblack.com. I think it's buyblack.com. I have it saved in
Black.com, guys.
I'm gonna look it up, but I think it's Buy Black, and they have like household cleaning, like window cleaner, like laundry detergent, all Black. It's like the Walmart online Black.
Okay.
Like everything on there is Black owned. So I knew about it for a while, and I was doing like every month purchasing something, but I'm trying to turn like the Lysols into that, and the toilet paper into that. So I'm trying to start from there, and then I'm trying to also do like what I eat locally, you know. Yeah, and that's the way I'm trying to start, and then I'm
because we got. I think it is important that we keep our dollar with our businesses.
We're supposed to.
Because that's what the Jews do, that's what the Arabics do, that's what everybody does. So I had a nice conversation with some older generation people about this. And what some of them are saying, I'm not going to say who they were and how I know them. And they are Black people. And what they were saying is, it's hard to sometimes support Black-owned business because Black-owned businesses sometimes don't care about their customers from what their experience was for many different places. And I was like, what? Like, what are you talking about? But they gave me some examples of the things that they went through. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to this Black-owned restaurant and I'm here and they're like, yo, if the place is empty, it takes me an extra 15, 20 minutes to get seated. It takes another 45 minutes for my food to come out. It takes a long time for my drinks to come out. So like they feel like a lot of these places are not professional, and not all of them. They're not bringing all Black-owned businesses.
That may be a valid point, but I think a lot of where it all stems from is mentality, right? So because people walk in with that mentality, they already like. It's all about energy too. Like you're walking in already saying, "Ah, shit, this is Black owned. It's gonna take me 45 minutes to get a seat. The girl gonna have an attitude at the front. She gonna slam the menus down." You already have that energy, so you're walking in there with that. Yeah. And the workers are probably shit. If you had a bad experience, it could be that the person is underpaid. They're getting not treated fairly. And when you have those kind of environments, they're only going to give out what they're getting.
That's true.
So that all stems from, I mean, you could go, I've been to, I don't want to say any names. I've been to some fucked up places that were not Black owned. And acted worse than fucking that. Yeah. But I think it's just, you got to look beyond that, especially with restaurants, because restaurants goes very, very deep. Yeah. But I think that mentality is what they use. Like I feel like they embedded that in our head so that we destroy each other. That's why we were always labeled as like the crabs in the barrel and nobody wants to see each other win and all. That was what they taught us. So that we would tear each other down. Exactly. So it's less of us for them. Yeah, like it's always to keep them up. Yeah. So like if we change that mentality and walk in, I mean shit, if you have a bad experience, don't discriminate by it being Black, white, whatever. Just it being, okay, well, I didn't like that customer service. Why not tell that person, yo, here's $5. You did great sitting me down, even though she didn't.
Yeah.
It could be that she had a bad fucking day.
Yeah, I'm damn sure to people I know, like, yo, you deserve
people
nothing.
People go through shit. Like, they're humans like you humans. I'm not saying that, you know, your dollar's worth something, so you're getting customer service. You want top line, but sometimes, like, I think, I was in VA and I went to Waffle House. Yeah. Waffle House is kind of on the ratchet side. They be slamming your plates down. But I love me some fucking Waffle House.
I'm with you.
And whatever, so they was arguing in there, like, the workers or whatever, like, back and forth, like, wilding, like, oh, fuck you, da-da-da, wilding. I'm like, yo, listen, here's $10. He said, nah, you don't gotta. I said, don't let nobody spoil your day.
Yeah.
After that, he zipped it. And he was the main one going off. And I mean, people, and you know, Waffle House is packed in there, like, and he was just like, he just zipped it. I said, you don't have to do all of that. It's your job. With you, it's waffles. And nothing's that serious.
Yeah.
Let that go. $10. That's not even that much money at all. But he didn't expect that. And he shut up right away.
Shit.
It's just little shit. Like, you can't take that and be like, oh, all black-owned businesses. I don't even know if Waffle House is black-owned. I hope they are, but I don't know. I gotta look that up.
The way we frequent that joint.
Right.
It needs to be, yo.
But yeah, it's just like little shit like that. I feel like now I'm trying to not, you know,
it's
be
funny.
so critical.
I just it's funny when I look at, because I feel like when I was coming up, I don't want to blame the generation. I don't want to blame the generation before us. I just feel like the generation before us didn't really. I feel like they didn't really push.
And when you talk about generation before, you're talking like our parents.
Like our parents.
Okay.
I feel like they were kind of like, yo, black owned up. But I feel like when it got to them, they were like, man, F that. Because I didn't always get preached at. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's something like I was taught it, but it wasn't really preached to me the way like going to church was preached.
But remember that remember that we're way more vocal, we're way more free, we're way more outspoken, and open-minded than anyone before us was. And then under us is even more open-minded and more liberal and more free. So I feel like they're having more conversations. I feel like back then you couldn't really talk about that kind of shit.
That's true. And
we broke that.
I want to touch on this generation, but I kind of want to. I want to stick to black-owned businesses or just business in general. But we're gonna come back to that point with the younger generation.
I mean, I don't know too much of the younger generation, but
they don't make things make sense. And I promise I wouldn't bring this person up no more. But I got it. So, I'll come back to that later.
Let's talk about.
So let's talk about this whole candlelight situation. For those of you who don't know what candlelight is is a place in Yonkers, right?
That you don't go to.
So it's a like a sports bar / restaurant kind of place. It's not really a sports bar. It's just a bar, restaurant, cheap finger food, like wings, fries, burgers, stuff like that, drinks.
Yeah.
So a tweet came out from 2012 that a worker tweeted, pretty much saying the word nigger in it, and it was a white girl. She said the word nigger in a couple tweets. It was like 6-7 tweets. So now, you know, of course, you know how social media is, the power of Twitter, Instagram. They're like, yo, we canceling candlelight.
She also posted it on her Instagram page.
Okay, so they were like, yo, we're canceling candlelight. Nobody go there. Black people, we don't support them. Suave, your take before I go.
So I take responsibility, and I posted it. I took responsibility because ever since we've been going to candlelight, or let me speak personally, I've been going to candlelight. I've heard that candlelight was racist.
Okay.
I never actually experienced anything that I looked for, because I personally find that sometimes when you don't want to see things, you don't look for it, and it's not visual to you. But I've always heard people having bad experiences involving race or being treated poorly at candlelight. And I still continue to go to candlelight. So I think it's just now with the way they responded. So I'm not with canceling everybody as soon as it's like cancel. I'm not with all of that. I think that you need to research, learn why you're canceling someone, and then say, okay, boom, I'm not rocking with you. So after researching, I looked at their responses. They blocked everyone from commenting on their page. They blocked everyone from mentioning Candlelight in their story. So they tried to silence it, right? And their response when, asked about if an investigation was going to go on involving the worker, because the person is still employed, they said it's not whatever someone does on their personal media is not their responsibility. And they're not going to address it or investigate anything because it's on her personal. They feel like if Candlelight posted it, then it would be different. So they feel they don't, they're not responsible for that. So I just feel like that was a poor response. Even if that's how you truly felt, at least tell me you looking into it or something.
Okay.
So that's how I felt.
So I was in here ready to defend them before you, because you just said something I didn't know. Because my thing was, I didn't know if the person was still employed. To my knowledge, okay.
Obviously, I don't know anyone that works at Candlelight, so I can't. But to my knowledge, from people that have close relationships with the people from Candlelight, say that the person is still employed, and they're not telling her to take anything down, which I don't expect, because again, it is her personal. But I think at such a sensitive time, knowing what's going on, even if you felt that way before, I feel like that shouldn't be something you should want. Because for you to say that it's not your responsibility says that you're agreeing with the person's behavior. So when you employ someone, you interview them, right? You're judging your past, blah, 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 and I want you to be the face of my company. That's what you hire people for. So if that was the case, anybody would get a job. But people can't get a job because they don't provide that experience that you want for your company. So that's me saying that you're going to keep that person employed and not even investigate or shed light on it, and then try to silence people by blocking anyone from commenting or posting you, is saying to me that you're acknowledging it and you're okay with that person representing your business. That I'm not okay with.
Okay, I agree with you 1,000% that the way that they handle it is hard, because I think somebody did post that they messaged them and they did say the way that, listen, that's a personal page and everything, what she posts is not on us and those aren't our views. I've seen that. Yeah. But my thing is then come out now with a press a post saying, hey, this happened back in 2012. That's not how we feel. We love our customers no matter what their race is.
Exactly.
And those aren't our views. And unfortunately, we can't control the things that employees put on their personal page. Right. I think I'd be more like, okay.
Right. And I understood that because you really can't.
See, that's what I thought.
You can't stop people.
Because that's what I kind of thought. And my thing was, if she's not working anymore, then they're probably like, yo, what do y'all want us to do? She's not here. Because this is my thing. If the girl's not working there, and we're canceling it, we have to keep our same energy towards certain other things. And my thing is, us as black people, we pick and choose what we want to boycott, right? So niggas is eating Popeye's chicken like crazy, right? And Popeye's and all these places endorse Trump, right? Well, and we eat there. And we shop at Walmart, right? And Walmart does some dirty things too. Walmart purposely pays all their employees minimum wage and make sure they can only be part-time, so they don't have to pay any of their health insurance. So there's certain things that all these places do that, yeah, but it's like.
But see, I pick and choose based on. At this particular moment, I feel like I'm picking and choosing how you're responding to things. So my issue wasn't really her posting on her personal page. Also, some things were on her Instagram. So it wasn't really. It's just the fact that I feel like I've always heard that Candlelight was racist. I don't know if you've ever heard that.
So now, the first time
I'm talking about when we was young.
Yeah. The first time I went to Candlelight, I think I was like 12 years old, 11 or 12 years old. And my mom took me in, and I knew we were the only black people there. Yeah. And that's when they used to be able to smoke cigarettes and stuff in there. So you could, the type of white tea people. So when we was in there, it felt awkward. I felt like there was a lot of eyes, but I felt like now, being there recent, and I see they have like black bartenders, and they have black people who frequent there all the time, who are like regulars at the bar. It kind of changed my perspective on it, I guess. And then like there's a lot of young kids that work there that go to school with my brother, and they're black and Spanish. So I was like, oh, maybe at one point they were, but I feel like to judge somebody from what they did 10 years ago, people change, things grow, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So my issue was not my issue wasn't even with what she posted.
It's the response.
It's the response, because not only did they respond like that to the guy that first confronted them, I DM'd them. And I didn't come at them crazy. I kind of just said, I've been a customer for a while. Because we used to go to Candlelight.
All the time.
Often.
That was a place we could afford.
Yeah. So I said, and used to drive them far.
OD. For $8 wings.
It's a far drive. So, when I hit them up and they told me to fuck off, and then started deleting messages, that's where to me it was like, okay, now you're not even trying to hear me, and you're trying to silence me. You blocked me. You're blocking everyone from commenting, which I get, but I feel like there was a way to go about it, and I feel like that just didn't sit right with me, the way they handled me. I didn't come at them crazy. The guy didn't even come at them crazy. He was just like, so y'all don't want to respond to this? And they were really aggressive. And he told me they also deleted things out of the conversation.
Yeah.
So that's where I left.
So until they come out with like a statement, we just gonna have to go to Rudy's up the block. Rudy's wings is dumb good.
I heard.
And they're just as good. Rudy's.
I'm not with the canceling though. I don't like the canceling. I don't like the quick canceling. I think we gotta be a little more.
I'm not gonna say cancel because we vote with our dollars, and I voted for things in my dollars that haven't been the best of choices. If I'm looking at what I stand for, but I probably won't get Candlelight as often, and I'll be taking it to go when I do. Yeah,
I'm not knocking anybody.
I ain't catching me in there. We hop out and pick them up to go real quick.
But you know what? It just. So I didn't mean to cancel. I don't like that word, but
refrain.
But yeah, I'm gonna choose to not. But I'm also not shopping. I'm trying to shop black, so I'm trying to go that route anyway. Okay. So that was just another notch that I just didn't like how they handled it. But I'm trying to. You do have to keep the same energy though. Yeah. To that point, you do have to keep the same energy.
All right. So remember, I wanted to get back to the younger generation. I promise, I swear I said I'm never going to mention this guy again. I'm not even going to say his name. Somebody comes out of jail and starts making music.
Okay, yeah, you don't need to say his name.
Yeah, a rat, right? Comes out of jail, starts making music. And for me, this is where the younger generation, I'm just like, yo, sometimes you got to make it make sense. And there's certain things, when I say that. He comes out of jail, he makes music. Not really good music, by the way. And he has like 50 million views on the 2 songs he released, right? While he was in jail, I swear to you, the little babies, the younger generations, their god was Lil Baby. Lil Baby was the guy. Lil Baby is dope. Lil Baby, and I like. He's nice. I like him. So he releases a song called Trolls. And I guess it's like the same day that Lil Baby released The Bigger Picture, which is a hell of a song. Oh, okay. Highlighting what's going on in the world today. And how many views you think that got? 8 million compared to 54 million of this guy's trash song featuring the lady who's going out bad, Nicki Minaj.
Yeah. But you know what? I feel like people have now glorified bad publicity, because I feel like before, and I don't know what era I'm talking about, but before I feel like if you did something wrong or you were in the wrong light, it was like you was in a corner crying, depressed. It's like now it's like people are looking for ways to be in the wrong so that they're up top. Like,
yes.
That's what's getting the more views. Half the people that watch that don't even like the song or him. They just want to be in the now and know what's going on.
And I'm happy to say I did not listen to that song. I've never streamed it, not once. I never played it, not once. I'm like, yo, I can't.
I didn't try to with my timeline, so I have seen some. I've seen it.
No. I'm not gonna hold you.
I saw it.
I've never.
I seen the whole rap thing, and that was about it. I didn't even listen.
Yeah, I saw like that chunk.
Yeah.
They have a
whatever.
Pokemon with it too.
Yeah, but I just what I've seen from like this from my timeline and stuff is that, and then I see he's on house arrest, so I'm guessing he's shooting all his stuff in like one room. But I'm just like, I don't even want to hear his music. Like, what can he say that holds any?
But you know what? These kids don't come from the same generation.
I know.
We came from OGs that if you was a rat, is like one of the worst things like
that's it
ever. Whereas now it's like.
Now it's so what?
So I'm
like,
kind of over it.
I
get it. Like
we grew up like I swear I never hear no mom say to any kids anymore like, yo, don't be a tattletale. Mm-hmm. I grew up on that. My moms and my pops just stop being a tattletale. Stop being a baby. Stop being a tattletale. Mm-hmm. They don't hear that. So it's like now it's like I told so. Yeah. It's like nah, son, that ain't it. But
so I can't knock him because he milking it. Yeah. Whatever. Do your thing. It ain't for me, but. I knew he was gonna do it like that, and he did it like that. And he just hit number 1, right?
I can't, yo. That's why I'm like, you know what? I didn't even want to address him, but I just had to
just say
that was just for the younger generation, just to make it make sense. That's all.
I would really like to. What? But you have brothers and stuff. They don't.
They don't listen to him.
Yeah. Okay.
They don't listen to him at all.
None of their friends or nothing. Like I don't have a lot of younger generation people.
So like my youngest brother, 18. I've never heard him play a 6ix9ine song.
Okay. None of his friends.
Didn't mean to say his name. Damn. I've never heard him play his music. Especially as recent. He's been playing like L Smooth and Sleepy Hollow. And,
I don't even know who that people is.
Yeah,
see,
I only know because of him.
Right?
Favi.
I don't know any. Okay, all right.
So like, yo, I don't know none of them. I just know them by name. I don't know how they look. Lil TJ, Pop Smoke. Like,
you know what would be dope? If we could get a younger, like an educated younger generation kid who fucks with that. To come in here and have a conversation, a positive conversation.
We definitely could.
Because I would really love to know, what they think.
I have a lot of things to ask.
Right?
I have a lot of
things
to ask. That's a
good one. So we gotta look. I don't know any generation.
I got my brother can't be here. Sorry, man. The boy can't speak.
But he don't like him. So we gotta find somebody who mess with him to understand. Because I don't get it, but I'm he got lace fronts now. I'm out. I checked out at that moment.
So I got so let's move on real quick. So I got a good question. Mm-hmm. I thought about this. So I'm gonna ask y'all. So since y'all been in quarantine, right? Has quarantine hindered your relationship with your significant other or made it better? And Denz, I'm gonna let you go first.
That's a good question.
I seen that face you made.
That is a good question.
I don't think it hindered my relationship.
Okay.
At all. I think if anything, we got really closer. There was times where she was working from home, or I was working from home when I started working again, and she would be when we wake up, go on her calls. I'm still snoring, and in the back, she and we'd be challenged. She'd go back to sleep right after that phone call. So I don't think it hindered it at all.
Okay.
Swab, PJ, I ain't hear from you. PJ,
you spill my water.
You talk about quarantine like it's not the best situation for me.
Yeah, all right. Maybe not for you, but let's say, do you think for other couples, do you feel like it's been?
Now I'm gonna speak for me. I feel like it's been a little bit harder because I haven't seen my girl in 3 months.
Yeah.
Just because my mom was like really strict about it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I understand that. Yeah.
I'm about to see her Saturday, so.
Okay.
PJ about to, yo.
It's lit.
I'm not even gonna say it, yo.
I'm about to get lit.
This is opinion.
Boy.
No, but that's dope though.
You better bring the lights to the picnic.
PJ, you got the KY jelly ready. PJ about to go crazy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nigga said, I'm about to see it Saturday. What are you talking about?
Quarantine. Oh, man. No, PJ about to go nuts. PJ gonna come back Sunday. He a father. Oh, yeah. About to add him on there, buddy.
Right.
Yo, Suave, how you feel? Like, do you feel like it's easier?
Yo, I think we got so much closer. I heard a couple people say that it's like hindered their relationship, but I think like when you have understanding, I think, you know, you give each other space, and I think you should be fine. Unless you're not supposed to be living or being with that person, then I feel like then things start to unravel. But I feel like mine personally, we've grown so much closer.
That's dope.
Personally,
I'll tell you this. We made some great strides. Like I told y'all, we live together now, so it's cool. But I'll tell you this, like it's cool. It made us stronger and everything. If I was not with my girl for as long as I was with her for, this shit would hurt if this was a new relationship.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Like I'd be like, there's no way.
Yeah.
Just for the fact that the amount of time I spent with one person, I'm like, son.
Yeah.
If this was the new relationship, we ain't making it, buddy.
Yeah.
We're not making it. You're needy ass. You're not. No, I'm just kidding. Nah, it's dope.
I think you guys gotta have understanding. Like, you know, you give each other space, and I feel like you just gotta know when. Like, I'm big on my own space.
Yeah.
And
my
boyfriend is big on his space.
Yeah.
So we together, and when we need our space, we go our own little areas, and then we come back and, you know.
Yo, Lou, I was just playing.
You're not needy.
No. She's not needy. But I just know if this was new love.
That's what I'm saying.
It would be cool at first, like we together, but then it'd be like,
it's too much. Yeah.
It's like, I want to go home. Like, you know what? You know what kills me? You know what just sucks? When you like in a new relationship, when you tell the girl like, I want to go home. She hits you with the why.
Right.
You know how like you can make you can make up any lie before, but in quarantine you like, I don't got shit.
Right. You can't say anything. Get your ass home.
I don't gotta go to work.
Right.
I don't got nothing. So it's just like, imagine she's like, why? Now you like, shit. I just want to. Like that shit don't even work. Girl, you want to? What you want to do? Like, nah, man. Yeah, that shit. But a new relationship.
Even like when it's not quarantine and then you got, parties or whatever going on, not that everybody has to go partying, but even if like you go out with your boys, she go out with her girls, like I think that's very important in a relationship. Because I feel like when you do too many things together, it's just like
I'm with you. I'm with you.
It's too much. And that's where you be like, whoa.
I can't get with the couples that every time, like if I go out with my boys, like, all right, so this was the thing. This is the thing. So it's so crazy. Like, so when we first were in a relationship, like I used to be like, I'm going out with my friends, and then for her, sometimes she'd be like, oh, you didn't invite me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you weren't invited for a reason.
Right.
There's not gonna be no girls there that's coming with us.
Right.
Like, so her thing is always be like, well, if you're going to a club, there's gonna be girls there. I'm like, so what? So what?
Yeah, I mean that's just girls. That's what we gotta do sometimes.
Yeah, but y'all don't understand.
We gotta let y'all know. We gotta remind y'all sometimes.
But y'all don't understand, like, it's a lot of effort in when I'm out with my boys having to be like, you okay? every 10 minutes, I can't be the same me. Like,
no, but that's why I feel like in my if he tells me he's going out with his boys, go out with your boys. Mm-hmm. But if your boys got all their girlfriends with y'all and you not inviting me, now that's a problem.
Oh no.
You know what I mean? Like if it's a girlfriend scenario, then I'm coming. But other than that, you going out with your boys, go out with your boys. Because when I'm going out with my girls, it's girls. Yeah. And then if it's a couple thing, then I'll invite you. And
exactly.
Thing. I think that's really important, especially when you live together, because you're doing everything already together.
Yo, see,
so
it is what makes that's true. That's and that's why with younger. So I know some younger couples who going through some things like, and like with young couples,
I've heard people saying that it's like quarantine is like making them not want to be in a relationship, and I'm like, damn, what are y'all doing?
But even just like before quarantine, I used to see younger couples do stuff, and I was just like, yeah, they're doomed already. Like they're not gonna make it. I would just look at them and be like,
nah.
Like younger kids do things a lot different from us. Like yo,
I don't know.
Like
these kids is grown too. Like I saw a 15-year-old girl, lashes, her hair was down like way past, her titties was out, ass was out. I was just like, how old are you? She was like, I'm 15. I was like, oh,
man, nah.
Like these kids is grown.
That's why I said
I didn't dress up. I didn't dress like that.
I told everybody in episodes before this, and I was like, you ask these girls for IDs now. Yo.
Yeah, you
How
better.
old are you? Let me see an ID. I'm not playing with you. I'm not playing the whole gentleman game because I ain't getting like
yeah.
You ask for IDs.
Because these little girls look grown.
But what these younger kids do in these relationships is see, because like you have to grow with somebody. Trust is a big thing. Space, like having time apart, like that's a big thing. And I feel like these kids now are so quick to be grown that they just don't know. Like so now they do shit like, oh, you know what? All right, you can go out with your friends, but put your tracker on my phone. Let me get your location.
Yeah. You don't do that? You don't use the Find My Friend?
Hell no!
What?
Are you kidding me?
But suppose something happens, it should even locate you.
Nah, let me get your location. Do I look like a puppy? It's no way in hell you taking my location.
Yeah.
Are you crazy? Hell no, never. Like that, and then they do the I went out with someone with my boy before. Boy's a little younger, right? Girl hit him with the take a picture of where you at.
Ooh.
Take a picture? You out of your mind? I'm like, bro, you don't put your phone down, tell her, relax. And do that.
But you know what? Some people like that shit. So I can't. Some people like that, that crazy behavior, pulling up where you at kind of shit. I was never one of them kind of girls. You tell me what you're doing, cool. Enjoy yourself.
Exactly. Girls,
that's it. Call me if you need me.
Younger girls get crazy with the FaceTime. And like,
I'm not a FaceTime person, but they do that on purpose to see where you at.
Girls think they so slick, yo. Girls think on FaceTime. Oh, I just wanted to know how do I
put the blender on
the TV? How do I, bitch? You don't text me.
Gotta check the surroundings.
Yeah, where you at? I'm like, I don't realize that background.
Right.
Son, like I saved who?
Right, like let me see them. Turn the camera around real quick.
Oh my God, my man had to do that one time. And
show me everybody. Go in every room.
He's on FaceTime with her, and she said, "Let me see everybody in the room." I said,
"Ooh." But that's why I said some people like that shit.
Nah, that shit's a turn off.
Some people like that crazy stuff.
That's a turn off immediately.
I know a couple people that they be in those crazy ass situations and they like that.
That's just immediately.
That ain't for me. I'm not. That comes with trust though. That's a trust problem.
So question, Suave. And no, I'm gonna direct this to the men, and Suave, you can intervene because this is a man question. But this podcast has no limits. So
it's a man question.
In case y'all didn't know, yesterday was National Dick Sucking Day.
Oh God.
In case y'all didn't know
that. She does Twitter stuff.
Shout out to Tiana Trump. She put us on, and we looked it up. I put it in Google, and that's a real thing apparently.
Oh shit.
For us men.
Wait, when is the day?
Who was yesterday? June 23rd. Wait, June 23rd? Yeah. Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something.
I guess I gotta wait till next year then, right?
That shit is Valentine's Day for us. I want my gift.
Oh God.
Yo, cause my thing is, if how come every
people don't got nothing to fucking do.
I just feel like every holiday or little something that is big for men, women take as a joke. Like, I ain't doing that. But let us miss a Valentine's Day. Let's be like, nah, we just it's a whole issue. It's an issue, yo.
I'm not that big on Valentine's Day.
But
I would do something, but I don't like.
Every girl says that. Like, Downstairs ain't that big, but let me just be like, yo,
But
I come home
especially
working like, yeah, I'm going to sleep. You're like, what you mean?
All right. I be like that. I be like that.
We ain't even getting nothing to eat.
Right.
We ain't having a drink or nothing.
Especially when you're in a relationship for a long time, like it becomes repetitive. Like,
yeah,
do a cute little thing, but I'm not too big on it.
Shit, man.
So
listen.
National, what is it? Dick sucking day.
That is. Let y'all know, men next year, June 23rd, 2021.
Put it in my calendar.
Put that. Save that.
Oh my god.
Save that. We need to get right. We need to get. Come on, yes, kings.
I'm taking off from work.
Yes, kings. We need to get what's ours. God damn it. All the things we be giving up for these women.
What?
Y'all be getting everything. Birthdays, Valentine's Day,
And y'all
Christmas.
don't get?
Man, yo.
What about the PS5s? Christmas?
Yo, I ain't go front. I'm gonna do some things for my girl for that PS5. I need it. I need
Is
that.
it really that lit? It looks stupid.
Nah, ain't no.
It
Let me
looks
tell you something. Let me tell you something.
I can't with the damn game.
You get him the PS5, he gonna change your world. yo, Royale, I got you, bro. I got you. Yo,
I'm not buying that shit.
You go crazy for the PS5. I put in the word, bro.
Oh,
you getting that PS5? He gonna. I'm telling you.
That game is just just a mistake.
You think he been getting fit for no reason? My son in shape now. He ain't playing. He's out with that PS5. She know what time it is. She know what time it is.
Yeah. Whatever.
Yo, real quick, because I'm running out of space. I can't believe my laptop running out of space.
We've been talking for a minute.
Yeah, we have. But I want to.
Good vibes. Good vibes.
Always. I should have invested stock in OnlyFans. I said this before. OnlyFans, the usage of OnlyFans went up significantly since quarantine.
Yeah, I mean, I expected that.
Is that because men are dogs or some women are just whores? Nah, I'm just kidding. I
wasn't even ready for that. I even know the answer. Well, the thing is so I know people that's on OnlyFans. I know a few.
Me too.
So
shout out to them. Yo,
shout out to them.
Do not knock the way people make their money.
I'm not. And I'm with it. And the thing is that people need to understand is I guess it has a porn like stereotype, but you don't have to do porn to be on OnlyFans.
That's a fact.
A lot of them are just conversating with people and sending regular pictures of what they're doing and shit. It doesn't actually have to be that sexual or intimate.
I would just be mad if I follow somebody for a regular conversation like this.
But people be wanting that.
I'm spending $20 to hear you talk.
But people be wanting that. People be wanting conversation.
Get down the grid for free.
Yo, but people be wanting that. People be wanting that.
Nah, people be wanting.
I seen this story of this girl, like she was getting money for because she was showing pictures of her nails, her feet, and all types of shit. And I'm just like, she's like, oh, if you want pictures of my feet, you gotta send me $800 or whatever.
Yeah.
Really getting
bread.
Yo, wildin'. Wow.
Yeah, like they really make money, so I can't even.
And I don't like the way anybody makes their money. I'm gonna tell you this right now. I shout out to them girls. I couldn't date one, but not only the girls, cause because girls saw the trend.
So if you, well, not you or whatever, but if you were not in a relationship or whatever the case is, and you met a girl, you liked her, whatever the case is, but she was on OnlyFans, but she wasn't doing all of that. She was just on OnlyFans doing stuff. You couldn't date her because she
depends on the content. Let me reframe this. Let me rephrase.
Okay.
All right, depends on the content, and depends on the content.
But what if she repped the shit hard, but she just wasn't like she repped OnlyFans. She just didn't do intimate shit.
How much she making?
He trying to get a check. I'm with it.
How much you making? Shit, Safari and Erica Mena can do it.
Oh my god.
Yo, that's the thing.
It's nuts.
I think is. Yo, I feel like it's just
like people is really getting it. Like
it always makes me laugh just because women be starting trends and men be hopping on like yo, let me make OnlyFans too.
I like Safari.
I see mad men. I see mad men posting their OnlyFans on Twitter too. I'm like, yo.
For real?
I
haven't seen one man.
Yo, nah,
oh my god.
Yo,
listen, I can't knock them.
Yo,
get your coins.
I'm like, yo, cause Safari got one. He was putting it on his Twitter. I'm like, yo.
I'm not surprised by Safari because he's crazy as hell.
He makes more money from OnlyFans than music right now. Gotta be.
I mean, he's really not the best.
Gotta be.
Fucking music.
Yeah.
Music. So.
Talking about you not having a date night and you and Raya ain't listening to Safari?
Not at all. First of all, if you know Royale's listening to fucking Freddie Gibbs or fucking Griselda.
Oh.
Royale
Betty the Butcher?
Betty the Butcher.
Yeah,
Royale listen to that. Well, he do, but most of the time, yeah. That's
one day, pick up Royale with Safari on and record it for me. I just want to see what he's gonna say.
I will. He'll probably just stay quiet.
He's like, yo, what the fuck is this?
Yeah. Like,
what am I listening to?
Nah. And talking about OnlyFans, Dan's got on it too. We twinning right now.
Oh,
we twinning
only
PVT.
Shout out to PVT.
Hey.
Shout out to my boy Rail PVT.
I love
We
this
can't
shirt.
see it. Podcast. Shout out to all of them, man. I ain't gonna front.
Facts.
That's
PVT is doing this thing like local.
That's support. Black business right there.
Like it's crazy. Download their app. Get with it.
They always got fire stuff on there. Always. Like I love it. I love it. Dang.
Where we at?
Yeah, do I want to get into some more just cause?
Damn.
I'm afraid I'm gonna run out of. Should we go till we run out for a second?
Right now, yeah, but there's space on that.
Oh, that's why Des moved the camera back like that.
Yeah.
PJ running out of space. All right.
What else you got on there?
I got the J. Cole versus a black woman on Twitter. Want to get enough of it real quick? Take?
That's a quick one because I can't really speak that much because I didn't really research that much. But I know because Royale told me about the No Name, right?
Yeah.
The girl No Name.
So
she made a. She made a statement, right? That was just saying that celebrities weren't really stepping to the forefront they should have.
She kept saying how celebrities don't step up. Celebrities are quiet on Twitter, but when they have album sales and need album sales, they tweet all the time. When they want to drop a new single, they tweet. And I guess J. Cole felt like most of her tweets were like directed at him. So he put out a song called Snow on the Bluff.
But I don't think the song was directed in that light. I think people made it like that. Because when I heard the song, what I got from it was he was saying, yo, you're right. You're more educated than I am. Mm-hmm. I'm not stepping. I need to do more. How are we canceling people who are acknowledging that they need to do better?
What is crazy to me is J. Cole ain't being canceled. Not for me, ever. Ever. Like Cole World's my guy. My favorite hip hop artist. But it just makes no sense because
I just didn't get it.
Yeah, he wasn't tweeting, but he was protesting. He was actually
But even
protesting.
if he wasn't, we gotta stop canceling people for not. If you don't see everyone, that doesn't mean that they're not moving.
Oh, they don't care.
Understand that some people are becoming more knowledgeable so they can have the right conversations.
Yep.
I was one of them people. Mm-hmm. If I don't know on a topic, I'm gonna say I can't speak on that.
Yep, because
that's okay. There's nothing wrong. It
is okay because then we crucify people when they speak on something and
right.
It sound like
it doesn't sound. Look, I really did not get what they got from that song. I don't know how that got misconstrued to that.
He was called misogynist. He was called. People were saying that he would only say he only speaks like that when it pertains to women, and I'm like,
oh,
I didn't get that. He called my thing is I've never heard a song being spoke to about a woman be so polite and respectful, and then get taken as if he's rude and misogynist. Like I'm like, yo.
Did you see the Dave Chappelle YouTube?
Yes.
He said it. I just watched it last night. He said it exactly how I thought. Like he literally said, "Y'all want me to stand up and go on a mic in front of a protest? The streets is talking. Mm-hmm. They don't need me to say that."
Exactly.
I want the streets to talk.
Exactly.
And I feel like that's okay. And I actually did see J. Cole at a protest. Wasn't he at one?
He was at 2 in New York City.
But they wanted him to be like T.I.
2 in North Carolina, I believe they were in North Carolina, not New York City.
Not everybody is Killer Mike. Like you gotta relax. Like Killer Mike is an activist.
Yeah.
T.I. has gone to activists.
Yeah.
So that's different. They're they're voicing themselves differently. They're activists.
Yeah.
You can't expect regular rappers who don't know how to have those conversations
Oh,
on a mic.
All he said was literally, "Don't put me down because I don't know. I'm not as knowledgeable in this particular area of life than you are. Don't put me down because I don't know. And just tell me. If you tell me and it's good advice or something I should do, I will do it. Like, I don't understand how you can say that to somebody.
Why did he take what she said directly towards him? Like, only him? Did she specify?
Nah, she didn't at him.
Oh,
I don't think she added.
Just made it.
I think she just people were just pointing it towards him. Like, hey, Andrew. And then he was like, yo, I feel like I'm being attacked. Kind of, but he didn't use her name. He didn't, like, you know what I'm saying. He did, yeah. He said how he felt, and I respected it, and I thought that was fine. But you want to know the kicker? She has a song, a reply to it, which is.
How did she feel? I didn't see the reply. Does she agree with how everybody else feels, or is she?
She was like, "Oh,
you
took your time out of worrying about Black Lives Matter and the bigger issues, and rapped about me." Oh, how this is why you have your things. Pretty much saying that's why you aren't aware of shit. But it was like it's
that's not problem. The energy needs to be directed where you need the energy to.
Yeah.
Like, let's not get sidetracked. Like, focus on what you're doing.
Yeah.
And like I said, I think Dave Chappelle said that perfectly in that 846.
Dave Chappelle is, to me, the best. For me, he's the best comedian of all time.
I was just scared of watching that because I'm looking for comedy.
That was like serious.
When I heard
it wasn't
comedy, when I heard it wasn't comedy, I was like, whoa. But I don't know how to take it.
Yep.
But that shit was fucking perfect.
But Dave Chappelle is a comedian who always, even when it's funny, always drops knowledge.
Yep.
Every stand up you watch, especially as of recent.
Yep.
He drops knowledge about politics or things that are going on today. And I love it.
I thought that shit was great. That shit was great.
This is crazy. So I work with Candace Owens' sister, and it's great. I work with her sister, and they don't do. I'm saying not to do this only because they don't share the same views.
You can't put everybody in that.
But I'm just like, man, I feel bad because, like, I guess a lot of reporters and stuff were like trying to talk to her, and like she just had a kid and all stuff. I'm like, so like people were like harassing her now, and I'm like, dang, this is why it's like when you have a platform, you got to be careful what you say because it doesn't only involve you. Now your family's also a target.
Yeah.
You know.
Are you talking about on Candace?
Just for Candace Owens. Yeah. Because.
Yeah, I mean, that's, you have to, you know. I don't think people think of that though. It's selfish.
Yeah.
You know.
Would you ever want to have a conversation with her?
I personally wouldn't. I don't think I need to hear anything more. I think she'd make me mad.
But you know what it is? That the reason why I wouldn't either. And I'm not gonna even sit here and say like because I guess she's pretty intellectual and she's very knowledgeable and she's good at debating, and I think she'll out debate me. Like I have to say that to somebody else.
I don't think I'm knowledgeable or I don't think I have the mental capacity.
Yeah, she'll out debate me.
To engage in a conversation with her. I think she said everything I need to know.
I think she's smarter than me.
Oh,
I know when to be like, yo.
Yeah, that's what I told you. I don't have conversations if I'm good. That's one you said or I need to hear.
Yeah, for sure.
But you definitely can't do that on, you know, her sister, whatever the case is.
Yeah,
they shouldn't be doing
that's
that.
That's why there's certain things I hate media for, and that's one of them. And I think we good.
Yeah.
Y'all cancel Aunt Jemima pancake syrup?
No. I'm not canceling Aunt Jemima.
Listen,
Aunt Jemima's family don't want to cancel Aunt Jemima.
Aunt Jemima's family getting
they
that
was
check.
Like, they said, not my great grandmother. You better leave her on there.
What happened? Oh, so those of y'all don't know, Aunt Jemima. Yeah. So Aunt Jemima, I guess.
And Uncle Ben's.
And Uncle Ben's. Your social media is powerful. So a girl looked up like the history of Aunt Jemima, and it was used as she was like a slave. She was a slave, and they made her like the face of it, like a slave who was like. And she wasn't a real person. It was like white people made her, kind of. famous.
See, but that's the thing. The family had something different. I don't remember everything verbatim the family said.
The family said that she became the face of it.
Yeah, and they wanted her legacy to live on, regardless of.
And she wasn't a slave. She was just an actress. And, a model, and they used her as it. But Aunt Jemima stemmed from a slave. That's like the brand is made off a slave name. Like there was an Aunt Jemima who was a slave person. But I'm being rich. I'm that syrup is.
I think it's the best.
It grew up with me.
I think
I grew up on it.
Besides IHOP syrup, like ain't nothing.
I never thought of IHOP syrup like that. I mean, like I have it, but yeah, I just feel like. Yeah, I don't know about that. I would have to think about that better to come.
Listen,
but I think I would still use Aunt Jemima. I think the family said that they want their great grandmother, whoever it is, history to live on, and I think she make the best shit. So why we can't celebrate her for making the best shit? If she did,
or if they want to, what they could do is just rebrand it and say, you know what, keep everything the same and just change from Aunt Jemima to whatever the real lady's name is, and call her.
They're not gonna do that. Right? What was the...
Just because Aunt Jemima was technically the slave name. So just rebrand that and use...
Oh, I thought they wanted a new picture and everything.
No, the one in the picture is the lady.
Yeah, so are they wanted to keep the picture and just change the name?
That's what I would do.
Oh, okay.
Because and they make the lady's real name.
They had a problem with the picture as well. Like they shouldn't even have.
Nah, it's just this Aunt Jemima stemmed from like a slave who cooks breakfast.
And Uncle Ben.
The same thing. It's like that. So... But I think we covered everything.
Wait, real quick. Because you said Killer Mike, shout out to him because remember that Netflix thing?
I love Killer Mike. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, when he only bought from black businesses.
For what was it, a week?
Yeah.
That was crazy.
It was.
Like that.
I don't remember the name of it because I don't want to show
It's Killer Mike. I forget. It has a whole bunch of different. It has like 5 different episodes of it.
Damn, I don't remember the name, but.
Yeah.
Yes, Killer Mike is amazing.
Great show. He was walking into businesses like, yo, are you black owned?
Right.
No. All right. Bye. I was like, yo, son.
Yeah.
Actually,
he's the reason why I started buying from Buy Black. I think it's buyblack.com.
Yeah.
I started buying there once a month.
I believe it's called Trigger Warning.
Trigger Warning.
Yeah.
Yep.
I actually supported. I bought his shirt.
The Crips and the Bloods, remember they had the sodas?
Yeah.
You know those is real, like those is selling. Like,
yeah.
That's nuts.
And he did
It's crazy.
Yeah,
He did that.
Yo, Killer Mike is dope.
Killer Mike is the truth. Don't sleep on him.
I brought he has a brand. I bought a shirt. I forget the name of the brand, but I know the shirt says "Kill Your Masters," and I'm like,
Killer Mike.
Once I see those Killer Mike, I'm like, I'm buying that.
Killer Mike been on that type of time.
Yeah, I love it, man. So. Yeah, we gotta definitely keep fighting for our social justices. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep that in the air. But definitely subscribe, share, like, comment, all that. Definitely this nigga Shaq. I wanted to get on him.
Shaq.
Yo, why y'all call him the Black Ranger? Why y'all call him the Black Ranger?
Yeah, we gotta figure that out.
Yo, y'all don't understand. The group chat, that joint had me dead when y'all called him the Black Ranger.
I'm done.
Yeah, I need the story behind that when I see him.
Yeah.
he had to get back. Shaq was on babysitting duties.
Oh, little munchkin.
Yeah, so I let him pass. JoJo's your pass, Shaq. He's your pass, boy. But yo, we all set here. We're done, yo. Thanks for tuning in. Check out the next episode.
Yes,
and
sir.
If y'all finished, yo, go check out our last episode or something. You know what I'm saying? Go check the previous one out.
Facts.
Check us out on IG RoseAboveIt Podcast. We out.
Later.